Okay, let's have another game or two. It's exciting playing GM there. Should have played maybe a more boring opening. Okay, IM2436. I think let's play that gambit. At least I've played it recently, so I don't think it's too bad. Is he going to take on d4? Nope, of course not. It's taking me out of the comfort zone. Can I just allow that to deprive something? F6, right? Okay, what to do here? I don't really want to play EF, give dynamic pressure on the F file. What about B3? Try and punch this diagonal. Oh, that's good. Maybe exchange off dark square bishops. D takes. Looks reasonable. Bishop A3. Okay, bishop A3. Try and get into these dark squares. Looks a bit Carpovian. Right, if I take. Just losing E5 now, aren't I? So, this bishop D6, queen D3 is possible. Bishop D3, there isn't like rook takes F3. And this bishop takes G6, so if 95, bishop H6. Okay, bishop D3 it is. Rook A4. Isn't there queen H5 here? I'll play queen H5. Oh, yeah, okay. If I take on H7, that looks okay. There's queen F6. So, I don't know. There's anything stronger here. F4. Queen F6, F5 is E5. Bishop H7 is rook H8. Queen G6, Queen F6. I think Queen H7 is probably okay. He's on the rook. Where do I move the rook? It's knight D2. Okay, I'm going Queen G6 then if rook H8. It's Queen H5 again. G6. So he's going to be threatening unsubtle things soon. I check to get the queen out. Trouble. These things like rook H8 are going to appear around the corner. And just back into the centre. Get the rook off the firing line with rook E1, F4, try and keep these pawns restrained maybe. Queen H4, maybe there's H3, so Queen H4, H3. Try and keep the structure restrained. If I say takes the bishop B, no bishop B5. So that pawn might be useful for D4. So knight F3, D4. That would be something to look forward to if I get the chance. I'll play it now. It's going to let me play. It's going to let me play D4. So this looks like a good position. Surprising. D4, Queen E5, or just Queen E5 straight off here. Just get the queens off. Threaten knight F7, knight takes G6. Oh, that looks good. Alright, protect that. Maybe rook E3, switch to G3. Still threatening knight F7. D4, just rook G3. Okay. Rook A1, is that useless? Probably. I'll play maybe. Gotta get these pawns up. Maybe H4, G4, Rook H. Yeah, get the pawns up. King G2, Rook H1. Try and queen the pawns. This is going to come in. Oh dear, well, c3. So I get this off to be able to play d4. Rook c3, d4. Okay, it's still not too bad. Something to watch out for. G4 is rook h8 and knight g6 protecting h1. I'm getting king g2 after g4 to be able to play king g3. Takes knight f7 to d6. c5, d4, b4. Okay, I'll go for that. So you can miss knight d6 was a bit of a pesky move, but this is a 2-4-3-6. You don't expect not to see tactics quickly. If they're 2-4-3-6 generally, IMs. So rook moves knight d6. Looks good. Hanging bishop. Strange game. So okay, that looks as though it smacks of something. Desperation. Rook f3, rook f5. Say I take and then play knight d6. Again, that seems to be very good. So rook f3 seems reasonable. Also, I don't think I need to do anything too clever. Just keep protecting the pawn. Just hold on with this knight d6 idea. Or have I just given bishop c6 as a resource? Oh dear. Also the rook is also protecting bishop over here, so that's pretty harmless. So actually just rook d5. Alright, let g4. Mind you, I've just allowed bishop c6 and rook h1s now. Great. So I'll just make position a lot worse. That was a magical transformation of position. Oh dear. So now I'm threatened with like mating threats. Bishop c6, f3 though. Can I get this pawn going? Just pretend as though that other stuff didn't just happen. The knight's actually stopping rook h8, so that's useful to avoid getting mated. Just knight d6 now, I think. Okay, let's try and stop getting mated. If I takes rook h1, it's going to win the rook, but then g5. So I'll go for that. Actually, that was alright. Actually, it was an alternative. So what am I doing here? I just want to get a fast G pawn. Stop that one. 33 seconds. So I'm going to get in G6. Just G6, yes, basically G6 would be a good idea. 30 seconds down. Not so much, 30 seconds now. Time for some pre-moves soon, probably. Rook f6 to f8, or rook d4 first. I think rook f6. Oh. Okay, rook d4. Try and get deflection off this bishop. What about knight f6? Knight f6. Next, very quickly. Actually, what's wrong with rook takes d3? Oh, he's got knight. He's got rook g6 there. Try and get this pawn up. Some pre-moves. Oops. And I've messed up. It's in the game. Exciting. Oh dear. A lot of chances there. Let's have another. Bit gutted actually. Those are so many chances. Such a good position. So something went wrong here with this D4 idea. I was opening up this diagonal. Can I just simply take in was the most simple. So D takes, rook takes E3. Will be on E6. There's nothing wrong with that, but no, it just got really complicated. Ah, okay. Another high rated player. So I'll play Karakhan for a change. He takes one. Gets knight over to F8, bishop E6, queen D7, that sort of thing. Or should I castle? No, I think I'll try and castle queenside. Oh, okay. I'll take that. What's going on here? This looks a bit unsound. Queen's off. Fine. Can I just... I don't know, it just looks really... I don't understand. Bishop D5, just tear it up. Bishop D5... Rook G8, in fact, White's king is just getting it on the G file. This just seems absolutely crazy thing to do. In fact, Rook H3 is like almost winning immediately, it looks like. Rook G8 might allow F4. I think just Rook takes H3. There's C4. But then there's Rook H8. If takes, I'm mating. If takes, there's Rook G8 mating. Rook H3. How to get king into trouble as white. This looks good, doesn't it? Look at these breaking bishops. So G takes, Rook G8, C4, Rook H8. So there's no time for CT because Rook H1. Right, Rook H8, yeah. This looks like a sweet position. Sweet positions go. So G takes Rook G8. Right. Yes. I don't know. Do I believe that? Can I just carry on the sort of... Actually, there's something clever here, isn't there? Rook H2 takes Bishop G3, sealing the king. I think I'll go for that. That looks the most beautiful. Just the idea of Bishop G3. So Rook H1 is now pretty dangerous. Yes, disconnected and forfeited. 2-4-4-3. I didn't really... Is he provisional? No, he's played quite a few times. So that was a bit of a strange bishop sack. Like absolutely massacred. His own king is actually getting massacred. Yeah. On the king's side after bishop D5, Rook H3. Yeah, that was quite elegant. Comments or questions on YouTube? Thanks very much.